The two words that come to mind when I think of Sykesville and what they've been able to do is strategic and intentional.
Before, you had to beg people to come downtown. I mean, beg them.
The barriers, I think, that have existed up until very recently have been the elected leadership not having buy-in, being somewhat obstructionary.
We were at the very beginning a town department which created an array of issues and a confusion for the people we were trying to engage as donor or as volunteer.
The original Main Street manager, it needed to be a full-time job, and was told absolutely not. And we came to a town council meeting and we said, you guys are missing it, get on board because we're moving on without you, one way or another. And so those individuals begrudgingly voted to create a full-time position for the Main Street manager.
Sykesville was feeling that pinch of, do we go out on our own? Do we stay inside of local government? And it's kind of an uneasy feeling. You're too big for this, but too small for that.
We were lacking visibility and identity and cohesion. So we were able to gain that by separating from the town of Sykesville. The very happy divorce. They are our biggest fan and biggest sponsor. We have a very synergetic and symbiotic relationship.
Just start with an idea, start with one thing. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? Like this whole process has taken well over a decade.
The first event was a beer and chili cook-off, 2010. It was so small, we held it in the parking lot behind Beck's. We started to see a little uptick.
I think that the beauty of having an organization that is volunteer-run is that each cycle of leadership, you level up. Is listening, is making sure that people are part of shaping their future. That's the only way of having those volunteers show up day after day. Training a volunteer for a specific task means that you can take your eyes off that person and let them be empowered, know how to do it, and maybe show you eventually a different and a better way of doing it.
They have to see their town willing to succeed and want to succeed, and then they'll volunteer.
It's a big happy family down here. We have a wait list for volunteers, actually, which is wild.
I think there's probably thousands of programs out there that would be super jealous of that.
We decided to hang a banner over Main Street for Black History Month, and that banner celebrated the Black heritage of Sykesville, but also invited Black residents of Sykesville to connect with us to share their stories. Diversity and inclusion, we call it what it is, it's human-centered. And what we experienced is that pushback was drawn by support. Unforeseen donation, new volunteers, sponsors reached out right and left, people were proud.
You feel connected, you feel loved, you feel a part of it, you see yourself in this community, and that makes people smile.
So we offered to the downtown businesses to actually pick how much they wanted to support our nonprofit, and we were a little hesitant, and what we saw was actually tripling our revenue, showing that the downtown businesses recognize and value the Main Street program. We also bought and renovated a building on Main Street, and for the Downtown Sykesville Connection, it meant sustainability. We have one rental unit that's residential. We curated the selection of the tenants, and we also have our own office space there.
You have the town government, which is great. They have their hearts into it. You have the Downtown Connection. You have all the business owners. You have a slew of volunteers. I mean, we have an army of volunteers. So when you put all that together, then it takes off, and it took off. It used to be that we were the stepchild 3 times removed. Sykesville, who wants to go to Sykesville? And now you hear it all the time, Sykesville, what are you guys doing down there? And we have a waiting list of storefronts to come in.
It takes a group of individuals who care. It takes a group of individuals who are not afraid of work, are not afraid of failure. The progress doesn't happen without the people.